Oh, we're live.
We are live. Yeah, it's been a while.
Hey, everyone. Happy Saturday. I mean, just kidding. Sunday. This weekend has been a little bit of a blur. We haven't been around for a while. So we've been on Instagram and other people's chats. We just haven't actually gotten on our own channel. So here we are.
Yeah, it has been a while. Busy during the week. We're pretty busy.
Yeah, we have pretty demanding jobs. So that kind of limits how often we can get on social media in general.
Yeah. So maybe some people will show up.
Hey, John.
But
Good to
looks like
see
we
you.
have John. He has his notification bell checked.
Good job. John, you are officially part of our crowd since you're not on right now. We're happy to have you. So, John, today what we're going to do, if the title didn't already give it away, we're going to do an unboxing that Kachun got from, who did you get it from?
Comic Exposure. I've been waiting a very long time. I've kind of put these guys in with Unknown. I'm not ordering from them again. Just took way too long. I think the last book that was released in what I have here was middle of January. So it took, 6 to 8 weeks past that date. Yeah, it's not good enough. So let's see what they sent. I think they actually credited me one book. So one of them they couldn't find, even though I'd ordered it well ahead of time.
Crazy.
And
what did you get?
They put this on top. But that's a
Hey,
Buffy,
Jack, yo.
Buffy cover.
That's cool. We didn't get that one.
No.
That's Willow.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I used to really like Buffy.
Well, this is all sealed, so excuse the noise. Ow.
That's pretty cool. It's definitely a cool cover. They had a lot of great covers when they released this first one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon shirt. Yeah, I love it.
My mom was just over here and she was like, I like that shirt. Is that a spaceship?
It's not just a spaceship. It's the spaceship. What else we got?
Hey, Bake the Snake.
More Buffy.
More Buffy.
This was the latest book in this lot that was released. So you can, I think they're already up to the third one in this series. That's how long it took.
That's a cool one. I really wanted the variant from this lot that it had all of the color taken out of it, and I think it had some color splashes if I remember correctly, but it was like $50 or $60, and I was like,
that's a bit much.
I was like, is it gonna hold that value? Probably not. It's Buffy. I mean, I love Buffy, but does everyone love Buffy that much? I don't know.
Barbarian, hey man.
Hey, Barbarian.
Bake the Snake, Jack, Yo, and John. Thank you guys for showing up. We have more Buffy here.
More Buffy. This is from Kachung's unboxing from Comic Exposure. So
that's a strange cover. I thought it looked cool in the previews.
Yeah, our Jamie from our LCS also wanted that one a lot.
Yeah,
I think is it like Malibu? The Malibu cover, I think, something like that.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember the name of it. It's not bad though. I think that's the school.
We got two.
The school is really close up if you can't see it. So it's kind of neat. It's got some gargoyles and skeletons underneath.
Kung Fu loves Buffy. Neat.
I love Buffy too.
This came out a while ago. That's a pretty cool cover.
That is pretty cool.
That's one of the Stan Lee tribute covers. Love the Guardians.
I think our lighting is a little weird.
Yeah.
We don't have one of the lights on. There are a lot of shadows. Oh, now we're here. It was really dark.
All right. What else? Old Man Hawkeye. This was one of those Jerk covers.
That's cool.
Strong Lady.
That's pretty cool. Old Man Hawkeye.
For you.
This is for me. Aw. I haven't really been collecting the Old Man Hawkeye. I think you have.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I know you like your lady covers.
I do like my lady covers.
What else did we get? Nice. Spider-Geddon number 5.
John says he loves Old Man Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah? I wonder if it was any good. Was it good? Did you read it? That's a great cover. I really liked pretty much all of these Stan Lee tribute covers.
They were all pretty awesome. I got a couple. I got like amazing. The Domino one.
Yeah, the Domino one's cool. Probably one of the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is for your connecting variants on what was this
Elektra.
Again? Yeah, there was Elektra and there was the Thing. Marvel Knights.
Oh, okay, Marvel Knights, yeah.
I think this is the one that we were missing. So it took a while, but we got it.
Yeah, there's this guy that is around the corner that marks his variants up. Not the incentive variants.
Just like the regular B cover, he puts $6 to $8 on it. Pretty much the same day it comes out.
Which is crazy. And then they just sit there. So
yeah, they just sit there. I refuse to get comics from there. We usually get boards and bags. But
Dr. Doom does look really cool in this. You can even see his eyes inside of it. That's pretty cool.
I'd like to see all of those lined up.
John said to get the trade.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good read.
Oh, of these ones?
Probably.
Yeah. The trade's already out. How about that?
Very cool.
What else did we get? Oh, is this that Mark Brooks cover?
I love Mark Brooks.
This was the Spider Knight. Spider-Man crossed with Moon Knight. Which I thought was a pretty cool idea. With the Ghost Panther and a few of the other.
He's on there.
Harley's breathing heavily. I'm pretty sure that's a Mark Brooks cover. But I could be wrong. Someone might know.
Crowdsourcing. Is this Mark Brooks? I mean, we could pull it out. It's cool, though.
Oh, there's another Buffy. That was the other of those two covers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who that is, though.
Is it supposed to be Buffy?
I don't know. It's not Buffy, and it's not Willow. I don't know who that is, or if it's just like a random vampire. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Hey, Just Rican.
Hey, Rod. How you doing,
We're back on YouTube. It's been a while. We've been hanging out in the shadows.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to just jump on here. Show some books. Say hi to everybody. Another one of those.
That's cool.
And then...
Maybe you really stocked up on these
Buffies. There's the second one of that one. Well, it was the first Buffy.
Dave doesn't even like Buffy that much, it doesn't sound like, but he got a bunch of these covers.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, that's what we got. That's what I waited months for.
You did it. That's cool.
For pretty much
I picked
mostly
up a couple of these Buffy covers from our LCS, like on like a Thursday. So remember?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't the good ones, but you did good.
What is everyone saying? John loves his Doom.
Oh, yeah. Barbarian. Yeah, those are all number 1s from Buffy. So there's this one, and then this one. These two.
Yeah.
And
the one with the restaurant on it.
You got a lot of books. These are the same, right?
Oh, yeah.
You got 2 of those.
And then that one.
And this one, too.
And then that one.
Lots of Buffy. All the Buffy. I think that's all of them.
And now we get to read it. Now they're up to the 3rd or 4th issue.
Yeah, I got a really cool, I didn't actually put it in our 25-cent haul expose, whatever you want to call it. But I got a cool trade, a Buffy trade. kind of recapping on the first run we did.
Well, I don't know
For
when
12
that was.
cents.
For 12 cents.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, which brings us to our next weekend. Our LCS had a pretty good sale. They usually have a quarter bin, two long boxes full of 25-cent comics, and so they had a bunch of all these other comics out in the back room, and they brought them out for a day, and said 2 for a quarter. So we were pretty much first there, and jumped in and dived into all these long boxes. There was probably
we were first there.
8 or 10 long boxes full of 2 for a quarter comic books, and so we just went nuts. And we got a lot of books.
Yeah, we did get a lot of books.
And we made sure that
we got like 600 bucks, over 600 bucks.
Yeah.
For like 60, 70 bucks.
Yeah. So, some people go out and buy a collection for, whatever. We kind of got a collection inevitably from picking
Pieces
out 12 and a half cent books. Yeah. So, I mean, I mainly chose books that were in pretty good shape. Whether it was a complete run or not, I think it was mostly books that I really wanted to read.
We got a lot of runs. A lot of like big good parts of runs, like 1 through 6 or 10, or or like, the whole run itself.
For instance, I got this. I found this Omega Men 1, and I was like, "Dang it!" Because it's really nice shape. And I kept digging, and I saw number 2, which actually has a preview towards the back of Lobo. For number 3, but number 3 wasn't there. I think they must have just got a collection that had number 3 missing. So I managed to get the first 12 of Omega Man, except for number 3. But I already have a number 3, so I have the first appearance of Lobo. But I really wanted to read, the rest of these. So it was a good score to find all these runs.
Hey, issues. No worries. We're just getting started on our 12-cent haul. You can go watch the replay for his comic exposure unboxing. He knew what was in it. So, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a super surprise, but yeah, it was a lot of Buffy.
Lots of Buffy. What did you get?
So as far as stuff that we're just interested in reading, where we got a bunch of the run, I got this Tooth and Claw. I'd never heard of it, and the covers look amazing. I really like really great art, and a lot of these, I won't show all of them. I have 1 through 14, but they just have some really cool art on them, and I kind of flipped through the book. I mean, to be honest, since we bought 600 books, I have not cracked open every single one of these. But these books...
Tons of reading to do.
Tons of reading. And, I mean, just the art inside of it is really cool, too. So, you can see it.
Anthropomorphized animals.
Yeah, really cool. So, I'm looking forward to that. So, they're all in excellent condition. I mean, the edges are beautiful. And it's that matte paper. It's like matte finish, so it's even cooler. But that's what I found.
Rican doesn't find 12-cent books. I don't think many people do.
Oh yeah,
even for a quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they just did this. I guess we'll do it again. I think they just got like an overload of books that they had bought that they didn't know what to do with, and so they were just trying to clear out the back of their store, and so they just did half off their normal 25-cent box, which is still super cheap, 25 cents. So
yeah, the Gray Man. They're not 12-cent cover price. I think we found a few 12-cent books, 12-cent cover price books. Oh yeah, but
we did.
Yeah, so they have a quarter bin, and this particular day, last Saturday, they had 2 for a quarter.
Yeah,
we just went nuts and grabbed as many as we could, within reason, not just grabbing books for the hell of it.
12-cent book we got.
Here's some old.
I got a bunch of old books, and I will say JD likes all the old books, right?
JD, yeah, he's the old book man.
So JD's got me on a couple of adventures. One is these old books, even if I don't necessarily like want them, but if they're super cheap, I'm just like, well, maybe JD might want them. And I don't know if JD will want them, so I'm just holding on to them for now. And to be honest, they smell really bad. So they're separate from all my other books for now.
She couldn't put them in with her other collection.
They just don't, they smell very, very musky. And so they went in their own box for a little bit. But I have a bunch of them. I just can't help myself. It must be a problem. So these are all the really cheaply priced, originally priced books that I got.
Kung Fu said smell bad. That's the best smell.
They smell terrible. I mean, not that bad.
We'll make a cologne out of old comic book smell.
It's not like the worst smell, but it's pretty bad. And there's this one.
Roadrunner.
Got Reggie.
What do I get?
Reggie and Me. I'm not gonna lie, made me think of Reggie, but it's 2 G's, not 1. And this one is Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It's pretty cool. I do like Aladdin. Definitely a Disney. The Disney has not grown out of me. And this one's in terrible condition. Like, it is just falling apart. The other ones all have their backs. But this one,
it's been chewed on.
It's a classic story. It's The Prince and the Pauper, so, you know.
There's some hopping kangaroos have been chewing at that.
I mean, it's in bad shape. But the other ones are, I mean, for 12 cents. They were 12 cents originally, and I got them for 12 cents again. So, not bad.
Hey, Necro. You got to work? Hi.
Hey, Necro. Good to see you.
Get back to work.
Get back to work. Or stay in the bathroom, right? Are you in the bathroom on the phone? It's a good place to be on YouTube.
Here's a small series I got. It's a set of 6, but this is just number 1. I didn't really want to show them all, but question. I've heard a few things about the question, but wanted to find out myself. So I grabbed the full run of 6. It's pretty cool. And really good condition. They keep, they either find collections that are in really good condition.
Yeah.
Or when they put them out, they take care of them as best they can. They don't go
it's in pretty good shape.
Throwing marker on them like some places do. Oh, yeah, and we did find this is not very hard to
the gray man says he has that run. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Not very easy to find Saga, and very hard to find Saga for 12 cents.
Oh, come here.
But we got
it's
got about
dangerous
six or 7
to leave pugs on the floor with comics. Hey, it's okay.
Kachung has 6 questions.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll try. Well, that's the question.
Oh.
There was 6 issues.
Oh, did you get 6 of them?
Yeah, I got all 6.
Oh, cool.
So awesome. I'll be able to answer your 6 questions once I've read them.
You're going to do that.
I found a bunch of Demon. This is one of them.
Archer. This is actually Harley.
Oh, yeah.
This is Harley.
This is her first full appearance.
Aw, Harley's first full appearance. Her tongue is always out, like always. And when we lived in Austin, her tongue is so long when she gets hot and she's panting that people used to want to take photos with her like she was a celebrity. Like, they could care less about me or Kachung, but they wanted to grab Harley and get a picture. She's getting old.
She's about 9.
She's still got some adorableness left in her. It's still in there.
But that tongue is the tongue. Oh my God, that tongue! See, the tongue is the most famous part about her.
Oh, yeah. She's, we mentioned this in an earlier video, but she's getting a little arthritic, so she can't jump up on the couch herself.
No, she can't do stairs anymore. And even the slippery floor, wooden floor, if we, clean it, she just gets on there and her legs slide around. She doesn't really have any control.
Barbarians with that tongue. It's like Kiss.
I thought, I don't know if anyone's heard of this. I hadn't, but a kangaroo smoking a cigarette and holding a gun just sounded too good to pass up. New Australia.
New Australia.
I didn't find out. There's a couple of them, but this is the coolest cover.
Did you get more of those?
Yeah, I think I got about 3 or 4 of them.
Mm.
But this one was the coolest looking one.
Just not in order.
Just not in order, yeah. So we'll see what that's like.
We'll see.
Badass kangaroos.
From Tank Girl. All right, so another run that I got that looks really cool is this Cinderella from Fabletown with Love. And I thought that was really cool. So I have 1 through 6 and 2 of 6. So it's basically just like a really hardcore Cinderella. So because I originally got this, full disclosure, I was like, oh, maybe this is something that, John's Comics with Kids would like. And then I got to...
Because she's always thinking of everyone.
I know. I like to... When I'm hunting, there are things
She's hunting
that are
for
not,
all of you guys.
Yes, I'm always hunting for all of my YouTube/Instagram friends. But there are some things that are not being shown that I found. But this one was definitely the cover that made me realize this was not for Kate and Charlie.
Right.
So I was like, no, not yet anyway.
Oh, so Greyman said it's Fables related.
Yes, it's Fables Forever.
Jack Yo, Fables spin-off.
Is Fables like its own run?
Fables, I think, is like a main canon series.
Looks pretty cool.
And that's a spin-off. Cool.
Yeah, they're all in amazing condition. Like Kachung was saying about their books, they take really good care of the ones that even find their way to the 25-cent bin. So not bad.
Well, John said that's the comic he was talking about. What? Story from Fables. Great series. Cinderella is the spin-off from Fables.
Okay.
All based on fairy tales. Issue said he'd never read Fables. Everyone always raves about it. Yeah, well, you'll get a taste.
I'm going to read it, and it may wind up later on being in someone's A-OK if they tell me they want to read it or something. So,
approved by Alec and John. The trade, yeah.
Oh, good.
That's always a good way to dive into a full story, is to get the trade.
Yeah. Cool.
I found 2 covers that reminded me of Jean Grey because they have that pose. A Avengers West Coast, and then Demon Beast, the Bear Press. I've never heard of it, but the pose, it's kind of that pose, right? That Jean Grey Phoenix rising from the ashes pose.
On the left?
Both of them.
Yeah, and she's wearing a red dress, babe.
And she's wearing a red dress, which is, that's classic, right? Anyway, so that was just 2 books I grabbed they were good condition, but for the cover.
Cool.
I'm not much of a West Coast fan.
Yeah, they seem to have West Coast Avengers, ever so often in their 25-cent bin.
I'm a fan of the West Coast, just not West Coast Avengers.
Okay.
Sorry, Andrew. I know Andrew. He's always posting about West Coast Avengers. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool.
Does he love them?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He posts about them all the time. I thought this was sick.
Sick.
Because it says it is. I have no idea what this is about. But it looks like they're advertising the other one on the back. Number 1. Wait. 1. That says number 3. The yellow one says number 3. I don't know what's going on here.
What is going on there?
It's sick.
Is number 2 wedged in the middle?
Yeah, I don't know. It's happening in there somewhere. I think there's a couple more, but it's all
black and white.
Zen Intergalactic Ninja. It's all like black and white inside.
That's what Jack Yo said.
What?
Zen Intergalactic Ninja.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh. Cool.
Oh yeah, so maybe that's the main series. Jack Yo. I don't know, but it looked cool. I figured I'd read it.
Yellow cover.
Yellow cover.
What else you got?
Peter Parker Dusk #1. That's all they had. But it kind of looked like noir, right?
Oh, John says Billy's stamp of approval.
Sick.
I'm not paying for that trademark.
Who's the woman standing behind you? Oh, that's just our mannequin.
Oh. It's our friend. She comes over.
She's appeared in every one of our episodes. She's kind of creepy.
A little bit. I used it trying to build my my Maleficent cosplay last year, but her arms kept falling off. So I still used it, but we wound up kind of just decommissioning her and just putting my Maleficent costume on her and just letting her be. I got her for like $60 or something like that at some weird warehouse. So
she's useful.
Sort of.
Just the mannequin, like we all have one.
Just the mannequin.
I thought this was cool. Bruce Lee #1.
That is cool.
It's in pretty good. I mean, most of these are in good condition. Gotta love the master.
She says, that's sick.
That's sick.
That's pretty sick. Okay, I'm going to share something before you get through your whole stack.
Yeah, do that.
So I have this, I guess, I've been seeing some cool Witchblade stuff at this other comic book store that we don't really go to that often, and started seeing some of it at our comic book store. But I really like Witchblade. I don't know anything about the story, but I just think that the art is incredible, and some of the stuff is just like it's cosplay inspiration for me, but it seems a bit ambitious. But I don't think I'll be doing that this year. But regardless, I got this really cool Wolverine Witchblade. It's Turner cover, so
you can't go wrong with Turner.
Pretty cool.
Hey, Kenny.
And then this other Wolverine Witchblade Turner cover.
Is Witchblade a Liefeld property?
So cool. Amazing. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. These are beautiful. Gorgeous.
Comic Head, that's Kenny, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you could make it, Kenny.
I didn't even know there was a Witchblade TV series. Was it any good? Maybe it'll be a good way for me just to kind of like binge watch and catch up on the story to see if I want to jump in it.
That's where I've heard that before. I'd never seen it either, John.
Seen what?
I mean, John used to watch it with his wife, he said. Big lion cat.
Meow. I'll do sound effects.
Ooh, what do you got there?
I did an Elvis impression at that chili cook-off last weekend to get a really stupid beaded necklace. So I'll do a lot for a little bit. So I got some, I have a pretty decent XMen Uncanny run. And I know that John has one as well. And we sent him some of his gaps. But I got a few more for my gaps. And I got this one. It is 210. It's got Mohawk Storm in it. I know that's right up John's alley.
John's alley's full of Mohawk Storm.
And I have X-Men 211. This one has Wolverine and basically everyone else around the corners.
Yancey Butler was Witchblade. That's what Issue said. John said, great X-Men book. Love all the X-Men in that run.
And this one.
Yeah, it's a great run.
We actually ran out of bags and boards last weekend. We went to 2 comic book stores looking for bags and boards. It was crazy. And I wound up putting some of these in one bag just because I really like to bag and board my stuff before putting it in a box.
Yeah.
But Here is
Just feels wrong going in a box naked.
another storm cover. What'd you say? $3.20.
It just feels naked going into a box without a bag and board.
Well, I think once you have gone through the boxes and you're trying really hard just to find something that's not messed up, you know, and then just to stick it in a box without any protection, just it feels wrong.
Mm-hmm. Even flipping through comics in your box can damage them, and you know, sometimes I'm thinking I might just put some of the ones I really don't want touched at all in their own box. I don't have to ever flip through them to get to something that I want to read.
Is Big Lion Cat asking if I colored my hair? I don't know if he's talking to me.
Maybe.
I didn't. If it looks like it, then thank you. My hair is just up. It's just up. My mom was over here, so whenever she comes over, we love her, but you got to get ready. So we're in that mode.
Oh, it's a wizard variant. Jackie said,
Which
was
one?
it this one? No, one of them that you just showed.
Well, these are the ones, the Uncannys.
Oh,
it's this one. It's this one.
Okay,
It's the storm one.
is that really?
It says wizard on it.
Is that one of the ones you have to sand away for?
This one.
I don't know. I've never seen that one before. I just assumed it was a direct edition.
It's in great shape. It's beautiful. Ta-da! Ta-da!
NYC, are you drinking stout? Good choice.
It's St. Patrick's Day weekend.
It is saying, wow, we should have been wearing green.
Oh.
Showing green
I
covers.
don't have on any green.
We don't have any green
We're
covers
using
either.
a lot of green tape, though. I mean, done.
Green tape.
Green tape is... This used to be our office, and now it's our comic book room, basically.
Oh, he said it came bagged with wizard. I see.
It's cool.
I found a couple of these. Spawn and Batman. This is going to be a pretty good read. I can just feel it. I've never read this before. Mr. Garrell said, my daughter says to pinch each other for you not having green. Oh.
I mean, that's okay. I pinched you lightly. It was lightly. I did. A lot for a little.
I found this. These are all 12-cent comics. Sorry, 12.5 cents. I haven't seen much Cerebus before, but I've heard he's kind of neat.
Oh, cozy.
But this should be a fun read. Yet another number one.
You're welcome, Mr. Garrell. I'm always up for a challenge.
What else you got?
So I got these two things. They're the thing. Neat. I love the thing. I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
So these are in great shape. And you can
For black cover, they're amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. So found two of them. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff I found a small chunk of this Domino run. So I have 1 and 2 and then 3.
See, Adelphia's relatively new to the comic collecting. So she's really still establishing and finding, characters that she likes to read. And
yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm buying some stuff. Like, I know a little bit about Domino, not a ton. So it was nice to be able to like get a good amount of these runs in this hunt. That way I can read it, because I've tried to grab a couple of books that were, I just like the covers that were like 32 or 100, and picking the story up in like middle to end is it's really unfulfilling because you don't know what happened before, and it doesn't always set it up well. So it's nice to kind of get trades are a good solution to that, but I don't really want a lot of trades. They take up a lot of space, and I'd rather get the books, but so
yeah, I mean, and finding cheap books like this, you can't pass it up. It's a great opportunity to find new stuff to read, some new literature, so to speak.
It's okay, issues. No worries. We're still friends.
Oh, the Zatanna, yeah. Nice.
So these are some other really cool books I got. And just so you know, the nice thing about me kind of learning what I really like in these comics is that some of the really cool books I get, if I find out you guys like them more than I do, then I'm probably going to wind up passing them along, because I want to eventually just kind of curate down my collection to what I really want to keep. So Wonder Woman is definitely in. I probably have a whole short box full of Wonder Woman at this point. I love Catwoman. Storm. I'm going to start reading the what was that? The one I picked up this week had the really awesome cover with Wonder Woman and
Justice League Dark.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of those covers in the last 2 months, but I didn't really know if it was a good story or not.
Yeah, it was actually. I picked up the first few and started reading it, and it dropped off my radar. It's a good read. There's a lot of magic, demons in it. Zatanna, the chimp. What's his name? The chimp detective or something? Detective Chimp.
But it looks good, and it has a Swamp Thing in it.
Yep.
So
yeah,
everyone's covered. Tank's even in it.
What did John say? That's the best part, Delphia. Finding what you like and reading things to find writers or characters you enjoy.
Yeah, I think so too. Agreed.
Yeah.
I found an artist I really liked this week. So I definitely like Mark Brooks. He is, in my opinion, one of the most talented artists I've seen, and we have a lot of books, so I think I've seen a lot of stuff. But there was another artist this week that you were showing me a really cool cover, and I was like, oh, that was really good. His stuff's a lot darker.
Oh, Clayton Crane?
Yeah, Clayton Crane.
NYC, where is he?
I wasn't really familiar with Clayton Crane.
No, not NYC. It's Carlito.
Carlito.
Carlito loves his Crane. I love Crane.
He's awesome. So, Crane and Brooks, at this moment, are my two favorite artists. It may change. That's what happens when you're learning. So...
What's that? That looks
These
cool.
were these really cool books I got. Frankenstein. Alive, I guess. But they are just... How do you say it? Sick! They're just awesome. So, I mean, that's just amazing.
Amazing.
So cool.
Beautiful black covers.
And then this kind of goes along with the same theme. The Death Book. I used to really like a lot of dark stuff when I was a kid. Like, when I was in, middle school, I had, my very short goth phase. So, yeah.
I always love
Still
villains.
in there somewhere.
I always root for the villains. I know they're not going to win, but, one of these days they'll make a feature film where the villain wins.
Yeah, Lion. Crane's books are pretty amazing.
That's Bernie Wrightson? Is that what that is?
What?
Jacko said Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, yeah, he's right.
Oh, it is.
Bernie Wrightson.
Bernie Wrightson is
written
a great
by Steve
artist.
Niles and Bernie Wrightson. They're beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but the silver around it is... I wouldn't say shiny. Shiny's not the right word. A little.
Reflective?
A little reflective. Shiny covers. They're good, but...
Where's Hulk Nuts? Because I didn't find number 1, but I got 2 through about 27.
Of what?
Of Spawn.
Oh, okay.
And there were 2 number 2s. There were a couple of 3s. And I think a couple of 5s. A few other issues had doubles.
You were on a Spawn hunt.
but I got all these spawns that they had in there. I just kept digging and found more and more. But no number one, unfortunately. But it's a great story. I love this.
2 through
Reminds me of
27. Wow.
2 through 27, all 12.5 cents. Yeah, love this, and really good condition for not having any bags and boards on them.
What you got?
John will like this. I know he loves Savage Dragon. But I got not one, but
cool.
2 of these. They had 2 of them. And I found another one probably a month ago that they had for $1 in their back issues. So in the last month, I've got 3 of these. Who needs more than one of everything, right? I don't know. We just like hoarding stuff, don't we?
Big Lion Cat said he's going to sell some crane covers in his auction on the 30th.
Oh, sweet. We might be spending when we should be selling.
I don't know if anyone's done that yet. They talk about it in those auctions. They're like, I want to spend some money. But then they're like, never mind. I'm going to make some money instead. So I got this cover just because I'm also on JD's elephant cover hunt. And I have quite a few. I think I have maybe about 8 at this point.
Yeah, we're always on the lookout for elephants now because of JD.
And it's yellow. I don't really know anything about what was Cotter. Welcome Back, Cotter.
Wasn't that a TV show?
It was an old TV show. So I can't really.
Welcome back. Welcome
say it
back.
Would be.
Welcome.
Was
back.
it a good TV show?
I mean, it was funny.
Oh, was this before my time?
I think so. It's like 70s. I think it was around the time of Different Strokes.
So if you guys like Welcome Back, Cotter.
John Travolta, yeah. Yeah, that's where John Travolta got his start. Country said.
Really? I do like John Travolta. I mean, back in the day, you know? I don't know what he's doing these days. He had some moments like in Face Off and Angel.
Face Off is amazing. I love that film.
Mm-hmm. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Issues and John just became best friends.
How?
Because of Savage Dragon.
Okay. Comic books bringing people together.
Who would have known?
Who would have known? I got this one. It's nothing special. It's just because it has Wonder Woman on it. I'm not a big Superman fan. So, but I do like Wonder Woman. And it was 12 cents, so I grabbed it.
Big Will. Hey, Big Will.
Hey, Big Will.
Just kind of snuck in there.
Big Will, we were just talking about Wonder Woman. And the only reason why I'm showing this one again, because it's nothing like unbelievably special, is because probably one of my favorite books right now that I own is your book, which is my Wonder Woman. Yay! That's excited.
We won through the mystery mail call.
Yeah. It was mine as soon as Dave won it. That was sweet. So I love it. It's definitely my favorite book that I own. So thank you for giving some comic karma, and it wound up in the right hands.
And we didn't know until we showed it on our live stream that Big Will said, hey, I sent that in.
I know. So cool. It makes it way more special that it came from you, Big Will. It's so cool. It's sitting over on our little table over here.
And we'll have to catch your show from today on the flip side. We haven't had much time to really watch shows and
we haven't done up. Yeah, it's been a little sad this week. I think I probably worked about 70 hours or so. Just like working. I had a networking event I had to host on Wednesday and then bringing it home. So it's been really hard to get on these channels. But we wanted to, and we've done it a little bit, as much as we could. So
yeah, we're scheduled to appear as guests on a couple of other shows. So we're getting out there.
Yeah, getting out there. Here's another 12-cent book I got. Green Lantern. Book.
For 12.5 cents.
For 12.5 cents.
Less than cover price.
It is $1.43. So it's in pretty good condition. Can't complain, especially for 12 cents.
Oh, they're setting up a Savage Dragon show now.
That's cool.
That'd be cool. We would watch.
I also got this Beowulf.
Ooh.
Classic story.
That's a pretty old book
cents.
too.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's got the little circle, little DC circle. Dave said something about these circles. I'm not sure what it is. I forgot.
It's it's categorized as older. If you see those circles, you don't have a modern book.
And I got this.
Pretty much live. I guess the video isn't.
Oh, is it?
You guys still having trouble seeing us? I do not know what's going on. They're all saying it's frozen.
Refresh, still frozen. Can we just refresh the screen and it'll stay in the chat?
Back again.
Oh.
It's back now. We almost refreshed.
It was very close.
Some of these troubleshooting things freak me out.
So here's another 12-cent find I got. This really cool Catwoman. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys.
There you go. We're good.
We haven't changed anything. I also got this Samurai Jack. So in all fairness, there were a couple of books where I found part of it and Kachung found part of it.
Yeah.
So I picked this Samurai Jack because it's just awesome.
It's really cool.
So cool.
Number one.
I don't know if that's doing like the colors justice, but it's really, 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 really pretty. It's a nice cover. And then Kachun grabbed these two. So they're all number ones.
I think they're all number ones of the same series. I've never read Samurai Jack. But they're pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I have returned, Big Will said.
Hey, Big Will.
Great.
We're glad you're back.
I'm glad that we're back.
I'm glad that we're back.
What else did I get? So I'm still haven't started my cosplay for Green Lantern. I'm going to be Laughley's, and I found this.
I ordered something yesterday.
Inspiration.
I was up till 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and I bought something to start my cosplay adventure.
We're beginning to begin.
Beginning to begin.
But I've been reading. I mean, I'm really surprised and happy to find out that Green Lantern's actually pretty good. I never really gave it a shot. And when I started reading it for Boy Who Had Seven and Thanatos' show, I was very impressed.
Yeah, the Gray Man. It's going to be a hard costume.
This is gonna be pretty hard. Yeah. We've got a couple of years of practice under our belt, so you just got to dive in, right? You just got to go jump in the deep end and do what you can and do your best. Learn from your mistakes, and you just be better at. And that's with anything. Just jump in and do it.
I have a funny feeling that day I might be a handler.
No.
I need to make sure that I don't have any props.
I need to
hold your mask on your head.
I'm going to make sure I have a fan inside this head so that I can stay cool. And if that can happen, if I can stay cool, then I think everything else will be fine. We
haven't competed before Big Will, but it'll be cool to see you there. I may do this. They have on the first night, they have a bunny ranch competition. And that's all. I mean, I think that's a lot of fun because you never know how the other competitions are going to go. Like sometimes they have a couple of people that'll like take a cosplay like way down the direction of like drag. And that'll happen and it'll be unbelievable. But then like that, the crowd starts feeling off of that and then they win, and not that matters. Or it's like all like robotics, so it can be a little bit. The bunny ranch is pretty much just your cool costume. It's a little bit more simple, and your cool costuming skills.
You take a character and you turn them into a bunny.
Yeah.
And the guys run around with Hugh Hefner like robes and stuff.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I'm toying with the idea of doing like an Iron Man bunny, which I think would be kind of cool. And we were talking about that yesterday.
Like having elements of armor from like Rescue or something,
Mhm.
or just Iron Man.
Yeah.
Don't have to be.
And then I thought the other day, I was like,
For
maybe I
props.
can just do Squirrel Girl because that'd be really easy. Just put a bunch of fur all over myself and some bunny ears and call it a day. So, and some ratty tail and when, who knows. But maybe that contest, it's on Thursday. So
The Iron Bunny. That's cool. Big lion cat. Good idea.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Mr. Garrell said, I want to be Kingpin for Halloween, but the kids of mine won't dress up with me.
Oh.
Oh. You need a white suit, right? When
You need to incentivize them.
Yeah.
Children listen to when being incentivized, right? I don't know. I don't have kids.
Food.
But some of you have kids.
Toys.
Give him some tips.
You have to bribe them.
So I also found a bunch of 2099 comics. I got. I don't really know if anyone's interested in these. I was, so I just grabbed them. But this is Hulk, I believe, right?
Yes, so
Hulk.
many different titles, all $20.99.
And here's another Hulk.
Now, I don't know anything about $20.99 either, but is that the year 2099 or is it Earth 2099?
Oh, I don't know. Here you go. Grab it.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's the year.
And then Ghost Rider.
But it looks like all of the titles. It is the year. Okay.
And there's another Ghost Rider.
John said a future look at the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
So they all the titles crossed over.
And the Punisher 2099. I'll be 100% honest. I'm not really keen on keeping these in my collection. I was just super excited to find a bunch of 2099s like all together, and they're all in pretty good shape. So if anyone's interested in these, in anyone in particular, let me know and we can put it in A-OK for you guys.
Yeah.
And there's also, here's a Doom. John. There's a Doom. And there's another Spidey and Doom on the back.
Marvel Age 2099.
Mm-hmm.
I found another one of these. Delphia found one of these a couple months back. It's a 0. Oh, it's a -1. Stan Lee makes an appearance in this, and I don't know why this hasn't been on the Hot 10. But there's a pretty cool. Here we go. How is this not?
Yours might be in better condition than mine.
Maybe.
I think it is.
Stan Lee doing the snap. How is that not the most famous thing on the internet right now? But whatever.
Yeah, the Gray Man. I think the 2099 was pretty hot, and that's kind of why I got it. And then I just look like a lost puppy. That's why I got it. But I don't really have a lot of context behind it. But I was like, let me grab them.
And if the comics
are 12 cents.
12 cents and great shape, hey, grab it, right? Fill your house with them.
Fill your house with them. So I think, that's pretty much the highlight reel that I have to show. I have a whole short box full of books.
Yeah, the rest of the runs and, a few other random books.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another that I grabbed. Toxin. I guess it's another symbiote. Symbiote. Who says what? Symbiote. That looks cool. Toxin.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably my second favorite thing from this haul. And I managed to get, there were probably 15 or so, maybe 20. But a bunch of Fathom classic Michael Turner. Probably one of the best things that came out of the 90s, right? Was Fathom. These are all in beautiful condition. And I thought about letting go of them. I don't know if I'm going to let go of them, but we'll see.
Didn't I find those?
Did you?
Yeah.
I think we've both found some.
Oh.
But yeah, beautiful books. Love Michael Turner. There's two other things I want to show. Was this hardcover that Delphia found. Lots of what?
You don't have to give me credit, babe.
No, this is a great find because there's all sorts of Alex Ross art in here. Now I can't find. Yeah, so it has a ton of art in here and plenty of Alex Ross. I love Alex Ross. Camera's kind of flickering on red right now. Can't handle it. But tons of not Michael Turner, Alex Ross art. Love it. Project Superpowers. Yes, that's the name of it. It's a fun read. That's great.
It's cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because the art just looks spectacular. It really does.
12 cents.
12 cents. And a few people know about this already, but the ultimate find from last week's 12-cent comic haul.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Was this one. It was just sitting there. I had to grab it. I actually did a triple take. I was like, is this for real? Am I actually looking at this? Am I grabbing this? I took a picture. I sent it to the guys in the chat, and I was like, dudes, is this what I think it is? Sure enough, it is. And I think if I sold this, I get all our money back from our haul. Well, the rest of the books would be free. But this is one of my grails for this year. And finding it for 12.5 cents was just beyond spectacular.
Yeah, I think sometimes our LCS, they aren't keen on all of the trends happening. They try to be, and they're usually pretty good about it. But I got Little Bird on our last trip to the store.
Yeah, Little Bird. People were talking about that.
Just because, yeah, Alec mentioned it on the book club with John's Comics with Kids last week. And said it was a really good story. So they had 3 copies, and I grabbed one. And one of the owners came over, and he said, he was like, hey, this one's going online for like $15-30, you know. But he didn't actually take it off the shelf. Or
they don't do that. They don't. No. They bag and board all of their books that come in, put them on the shelf with bags and boards on them, and they don't, pull books off because they're spiking for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They just don't believe in that. They believe more in just having the books out there for everyone to read, introducing people to comics for the first time, getting kids reading. Their whole philosophy is more about enjoying the collecting, finding good deals, and, making sure that kids are introduced to reading and comics in a fun way.
It's cool.
So that was...
Comic Head said he read Little Bird.
Oh, yeah? It was good?
because of Alec as well. And he said it was really good.
Yeah. Always listen to Alec, John said.
Alec's a smart guy.
He is a very smart guy. And I think, John, are we on you guys' show next week? I think we are.
Yeah, so I told John already, but we were looking for the book.
Dark Red.
Yeah.
It's a vampire story that's coming out.
Pretty cool. But our LCS is getting 1 copy. That's it. And they're holding it for us. Mm-hmm. And this weekend, she said that she would hold it for us if it wasn't damaged. And I was like, no. I was like, even if it's damaged,
we need
that. And she's like, okay, yeah, you're good. So hopefully it comes in.
Yeah. Cross fingers. I'll probably visit another LCS to find at least another copy, so we're not fighting over that 1 copy. But yeah, we'll see you guys on your show. Wednesday night book club with John and White Whale. I think it's probably on on Alex's channel,
Sure.
White Whale Comics, and we're talking about that new book, Dark Red.
I was just pulling Archer so he could say hello.
You probably heard Archer all through the stream.
Oh, he's so
snoring
heavy.
his little head off.
He's heavy.
Oh my god.
I got him.
We have chaos.
There's Archer. Someone said Archer earlier, so I just wanted to show him. It's my little baby. Love this dog. I love my dogs.
They're good dogs.
They're good
Pugs
dogs.
are good dogs. They're they don't really let any kind of hair and stuff. A little bit of hair. They're pretty hyperallergenic, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They don't make too much of a mess.
No.
They don't eat too much. They don't bite
You're
people.
making it sound like we just got the most minimally. That's not really the case. I've had pugs for a long time. Archer, we got together. I've had Harley since I moved to Austin from Georgia, and my mom stole my other pug. She was really sad about me moving out of Georgia, and so she wanted to keep my dog. And I let her keep my dog because I knew it was hard for her that I was moving away. And so I got Harley, and she's been with me. And then she got Archer about 4 years ago. Yeah, he's big for 4.
Yeah, he's 4.
He's big for 4. But at first she was really unhappy, and she didn't want anything to do with him. And now they're best friends. They're best friends.
Hey, Jeff Comic 813. He said, "What's up?"
Hey, Jeff Comic. Good to see you.
You can stack them. Gray Man said.
Stack the pugs?
They're so small.
Oh yeah, we can put them in I guess in boxes and stack them. And
John said, "Archer the snoring machine and Harley the tongue drooper." That sounds like a movie name.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, that was most of what we got. Some of the really good stuff, anyway.
Yeah. The highlights.
Yeah. I want to start reading this.
She found that.
It's a tampon.
Comic book about.
We have number 1 as well, but.
Oh yeah.
There's that. I heard it was really good, and I think any book that winds up putting a tampon on the front of it probably has some good context inside of it. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, brave.
Not for a woman. Brave for a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks so much. We will see you guys in some other chats later today, and let us know if I don't know.
If anyone wants those 2099s.
Oh, right. If you, I mean, really,
DM us.
if you're interested in the 29.9s or really, I mean, honestly, anything.
We'll bring them to the auction for free.
Flexible to giving things away and helping.
Big Will says bye. Perry Comics, he showed up at the last minute.
Hey, Perry.
All right, guys. Thanks for turning up and saying hi.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we will see you on the interwebs.
See you on the interwebs.
Bye, guys.